Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Essel Propack, a very interesting mid-cap company. Let's understand what is buzzing in the stock and what you need to do. Let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation and people taking any position into any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about Essel Propack, here's a small request that kindly support me on Patreon. Once you do that, it will help me grow the channel. It will help you also ask me questions on a daily basis. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, which I keep updating, and also a number of podcasts that I put up virtually on every alternate days. If you want any analysis on stocks or a number of stocks that you have, you can directly email me. Now about Essel Propack. Established in 1982, they are leader in packaging material for a number of industries. Currently, they are also producing packaging for sanitizers and hand wash, which is pretty good. The tubes produced are green and eco-friendly. So this is the biggest part, that they are not into production of some plastic products which could be banned later on, or their businesses could suffer with litigations from environmentalists, etc. There is nationwide presence, and the market cap of the company is only 6,000 crores. So you can take that the stock is into the small cap domain, not even a mid cap. Looking at the financials for Q4 FY20 versus FY19, sales remained flat, and which is quite good considering what has happened in March here in India. Profit dipped by around 8%, so actually the operational profits dipped, and so the final PAT also declined. There were costs attached, and we had seen what kind of problems all companies faced during the latter half of March and going forward into Q1. There's very little debt. There is debt, but not a huge amount of debt. Return on equity is around 14.5%. Operating profit margin is good at 20%, which would have declined after the Q4 numbers. This is before Q4 numbers, these margins and return ratios, but they are in mid-teens to higher teens, 20%. They are good considering the industry average, which is in lower double digits. So in that respect, Essel Propack beats the other companies. If you look at the performance of the stock performed very well till 5 months back. So probably by February, it did really well. It was up 200% since 2018 October, did exceptionally well from 2016 end, but fell 33% by the end of March, so from the peak. Trading at around 30 times earnings. It's not very cheap. It's not that it is trading at 12 times, 15 times earnings, but at the moment the stock looks very nicely poised with respect to the kind of orders that they would be getting with making hand sanitizer, you can say bottles, etc., and packaging. Can come out with strong Q1 numbers. That's what I am expecting. Even though we had the lockdown and could be April sales would be impacted, but even then the numbers could be much better than other companies. Has recovered from the March lows very smartly and currently trading at pretty high levels compared to the levels that it was trading at in March. So my strategy would be to accumulate over the next 2 quarters. Businesses will be volatile for the next 2 quarters. So we don't know what will happen for this June quarter. It might be very good. It might suffer because of the 45 days of trouble that all companies faced in April and first half of May. Market volatility will also make the stock go down. Probably we have seen the best of the market move that has taken place from March till July. August, September, I am expecting extreme volatile at best, or complete decline in the market, and maybe levels closer to 10,000. And that is why I believe that these stocks should be bought at when there is complete distress in the market, and that could happen by the end of August or so. So just keep an eye on these stocks. 130 could be the level where it has bottomed out. Maybe it would be reached again closer to those levels if really market falls big time. Otherwise, I don't see 130 getting breached. after 3 months, at least from September onwards, I can say that the company looks primed for giving very good decent numbers from December quarter onwards, and that is why over the next 3 4 months one can really accumulate this stock in volatility. So numbers may get better going forward, and opportunity to accumulate during this market fall. So the next 3 months, 6 months, whenever the market falls, this is a good stock to accumulate. But again, it is a small cap, so do your own due diligence and then take a decision on whether to buy or not. If you look at the technicals of the stock, then there's strong support between the 160 to 170 levels, and that is the short-term support that I'm looking at. May just surge from these 160, 170 levels. The current levels is very means this is a very good support zone that it is currently at. So it can really surge from these levels or could fall down also. So it depends on the market. If the market sentiments really turns around, we could see again those levels of 140, 135. Long-term support is at 160, and major up move is only expected above 205. So for those short-term players who are looking to buy the stock for say 3 to 6 months and make a good perk out of it, then look for a move above 205, 210, and then get in with a stop loss of 205. It may stay in a range of 165 to 195 for the next 2 3 months. That is the best case scenario that I'm looking at, that the stock may end up, or the normal case scenario that will happen is it would be in a range between 165 and 195. So this was my video on Essel Propack. Please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get my videos straight away when I post it. Thanks a lot for watching.